Good morning, and for those of us who are Fijian, Bula. So as Father Greg said, we're going to be talking to you this morning about our mission to Fiji, our international mission, and we are the 2023 team. We go to Fiji to build a house for the poorest of the poor. So we have Marilyn and her husband Graham, Scott, his wife Jenny, Nick Childs also comes with us, and David, my husband, and myself. Sorry, wrong one. Through Christ, change lives, transform communities, one house at a time. Sound familiar? It is our mission statement. It is St John's mission statement, and I thought it appropriate that it be the Fijian mission statement with an addition of the last line, one house at a time. In 124 sleeps, we'll be heading to Fiji for our 8th building mission to Koroipita. Our first mission was in 2011 and our last mission was 2019. In 2017, we went to Model Village in Savu, which is on the second largest island of Fiji in Vanuatu. And 2018, we didn't do a mission. Koroipita became known to David and myself while holidaying in Fiji in 2010. We heard the staff and were discussing with the staff this Koroipita, and we asked lots of questions, got some important emails, made an appointment with Peter Drysdale, and on our next trip to Fiji, we went and visited Koroipita and asked him about the opportunity to come and build. We came back and put a proposal together to St John's, and instead of doing the house for Habitat for Humanity in Cambodia, we suggested that we build a house in Fiji, take a team with us, and come back with the evidence that that house was built, which is what we did. And this is our first house. Koroipita began as a Rotary project in Lautoka by Peter Drysdale, and soon became too big for the 4 Rotarians to control, so Koroipita Model Town began. Koroipita is Fijian for Village of Peter in honour of Peter Drysdale. Peter not only commenced building at Koroipita, he was also instrumental with teams in building a grand total of 1,021 homes, housing over 4,500 people from Sigatoka in the south of Fiji to Raki in the north, moving people from the slums you see on the TV screens into the houses that we build.
On August 4th, our team will head to Fiji and build the 7th house. Currently, Koroipita has a total of 282 houses in it, housing 1,134 people. These houses are the size of a single-car garage for the living quarters, with an adjacent kitchen, shower and toilet block. The living quarters are on stumps with a timber floor, and the toilet, shower and kitchen block is on a concrete slab. A breezeway separates both. Residents in Koroipita are required to pay $9 per week as rent and are encouraged to grow as many crops as possible to supplement food for their family. All children must attend school, and there is a no dogs policy at the project.
I'm looking at that screen way down the back there, so bear with me here. The plan, the layout of Koroipita, and my able pointer behind me here is going to show you a few of the places. So what you're looking at here is a photo of what we call K2, K3 and where K4 is. The plan doesn't show K1, which was the original part of Koroipita 1 of 82 houses. Though it was original, it's been there for a number of years, they've all been updated and cyclone-proofed a lot better than what they were originally built. The houses are fantastic now. The houses, and because I can't see back that far, our original house, which we built, is right there, 2011. 2012, up the hill a little bit towards K1. Then in 2013, we had a great team of 22 people, and we built 2 houses in 10 days. We're not ever doing that again. That was one of the toughest years we ever had, but everybody stood up. It was a year where we had Father Vic and Tule, all our staple, I call it staple builders, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's where that is. And then we went on to the year we had the students from FCAC. And in 2014, we built a home down the bottom down there, and then moved on again to 15 and 16, we didn't actually build houses, we built chook pens, and Scotty's going to talk about this. I won't go into that. But our last house we built is showing it 2019, and there'll be more photos of that as we go through. Now I'll come back to the script. She knew I wasn't going to stick to the script. So where are we here? Sorry. Yeah. Koroipita Stage 4 is where we're going to go to. It's not up on there. 105 new house lots, 4 sewage treatment plant systems are going to go in, a bus shelter and a 2-kilometre access road which goes down the valley to the highway, which are going to make much better access. Currently we go up Nukabulla Road, and if you've been there, there's more potholes than Sydney roads. They're just terrible, but most of the time we can get through there. Koroipita Stage 4 sits beyond our very first house. We're on the right one. Sorry, I shouldn't be in charge of this part. 2015 and 16, we didn't build the houses, but we funded other urgent requirements, and Scotty will talk a bit about that. And as you heard Joe Wright from the college speak at the beginning of Mission Month, we did take 2 teams of students over. It was a great experience for those students, and some of those want to come back with us again. It meant a lot to them. They got to mix with the kids over there. They got to add a lot of value, and I'm not sure if Dee will tell you about making some of those kids cry. And we didn't speak about that this morning, but I think she should tell you about that little experience at this service. So I'm going to pass this over to Scotty now.
All right, so not only have we built the houses, that sort of stuff, but at different years we've also done things like built and delivered beds. So when these people arrive into these new houses, they don't have... When we arrive to the new houses, they don't actually have anything to go into it. So in different years we've actually built single beds and delivered beds and that sort of stuff. Other years we've done chook houses, which they're the chooks in there. They're big chooks that year. So but we build chook houses because the Fijians cook outside, so therefore they mostly need cook houses and that sort of stuff to add to their existing facilities that they have. So there's parts of the various extensions we've done. We haven't always just built houses. In one particular year we did an extension for an existing house. Just about took as long to do that as it did the whole house. So there's the beds, single beds that they're made. So everything is sort of, to a certain degree, prefab. All the measurements are all done, so it becomes a bit like an assembly line to be able to do them. There's the cupboards and blackboards and things like that, where we've had to redo new cupboards in the hall, create blackboards so that they do school, that sort of stuff. There's the cookhouses. We've also done some stuff, maintenance on the library, had to re-insulate the roof on the library. and the computer room. And then in 2016 we also funded a dental clinic for a day, basically, where the dentists from town came. They set up a dental clinic in the hall, and that was coming from where we come from, where we've got all the mod cons and everything. That was an experience, that's for sure, to be able to see how they actually, by a series of process, are able to deliver the dental care that day. It was an assembly line for that as well. So, but they got the care that they needed, and that's some of the stuff that we have funded over the time. So, very good.
David briefly mentioned about me making someone cry. I don't normally go around doing that. I took a few girls to deliver some groceries, and in those days we were taking over clothes, etc. So I took the girls up in the car that we had, and they went out and they delivered to house number whatever it was, and they came back, they're in tears because they were so grateful to receive this food. And they got back into the car and I said, oh, you forgot to take whatever it was. So off they went again, and they came back and they said they were praying, thanking God for and they were in tears again. And I went, yes, I succeeded. And later on they said, we don't know their names. So we ended up finding out their names, and it was Mary and Joseph. Oh. So God incident. Now I'm just going to run through a couple of minutes of photos from our 2019 build for you to have a look at. So we've got our major fundraiser organised for Friday the 16th of June, which will be a trivia night down at the Torquay Hotel. We'll be selling tickets for that and for a multi-draw raffle that we've got. We've got chocolates outside for today, so watch this space. We'll be bringing tickets in probably after, it will be after Easter. We'll give you a rest for Easter. We have all booked our flights and our accommodation, and our faith is such that we know the Lord will provide that $10,000 we need as our goal to build the house. All money raised will go directly to the house. We purchase our flights and our accommodation and our food while we're over there. It doesn't come out of the money raised. The total so far is $5,761, and with the mission money that the church allocates each year to the different projects, we will be adding another $2,500 to that, and then we still need about $3,000 or $4,000 to get to the 10, and if we've got a buffer of a bit more, that'd be great. If you feel that this is a ministry that you would like to be involved with, please come to one of us after the service and we can give you the details. We do have a couple of rooms still available in the block of 6 that we'll be staying at. So please come and have a chat with us after the service. So I think that's all I need to do. Banaka.